What's up? What's up? What's up, everybody? This is members only chat. However, it is open to everyone to watch. So this is a public video. Just the chat is members only. Once we hit our quota, we'll go ahead and open it up to everybody. Now, some people are like, AT2, what's the quota? Now, if I tell you, you won't give me shit. So that's why. That's why the quota is hidden. But anyway, what's up, everybody? How everybody doing? How everybody living? How everybody feeling? What's up, Stephanie? What's up, Andrea? What's up, Callie? What's up, Vegas? A shout out to Vegas for working hard. I appreciate you and sharing the second channel. Thank you. What's up, Joyful? We got V, Rena, New York Chicken Wings, Sephora, Miss ATL and Stan. What's up, everybody? What's up, Jackie? Thank you for being here, everybody. Stephanie said, I got up out of bed because I sensed terror in the air. Oh, yeah, we terrorize it. And for those of you who don't have a membership, you know, I want to say it's a little bit more lax. I get to be myself. You know, I talk more openly about, you know, the things going on in my life and stuff like that. And last time, what was it, like a couple of days ago, I was talking about John Yates and the Cooter Brown community. Like, I used to do this thing called Terrorizing the YouTube streets, and it felt good to do that the other day. So I was like, you know what? Why not do it again? It's Friday night. I ain't got shit to do, and you probably ain't got shit to do. So let's go ahead and terrorize these people, because at the end of the day, I don't like none of them. So who cares, right? What's up, Beauty for Ashes? Thank you for coming. Thank you, thank you, thank you, everybody. Okay. So I want to start out first with the well, let me tell you what's going on, y'all. My body is sore right now. Like, I had signed up for 24-hour fitness, so technically I still have Planet Fitness. I need to cancel that, but they make it hard for you to cancel because you gotta like send a letter to the corporate office. It's some bullshit, right? They got a pyramid scheme going on there at Planet Fitness. But I wanted to go back to 24-hour fitness. And the reason why is because I kind of wanted more of that gym atmosphere. And also, you know, they have the pool, the sauna and stuff like that. And I never realized how important stretching is before you work out. Like, when you don't stretch and you work out, your body just feel like in knots and like just, I don't know. Like, you know how when you turn 30, you get them pains in your side and shit like that? That's how I'm feeling, y'all. And so yesterday I worked out and I was fine. And then today I was fine when I woke up in the morning. I was like, oh, okay, I still feel good. You know, ain't nothing wrong. Well, what ended up happening was that I was working out and then I started to feel, I was like, oh, okay, I am sore. And so now I'm feeling it. So I know tomorrow I'm gonna be like hella sore. So I might take a break tomorrow or I'll just do cardio instead tomorrow. But, I'm happy to get back in the swing of things. And like I said, I've been open and transparent about, you know, I've been on the medication for my, what do I have? Cholesterol and shit like that. So I want to go ahead and get that down. What's up, Erica? What's up, JC? What's up, Mary D? Thank y'all for being here. Just curious, I see you. But yeah, so I know that I need to make the right steps and the right moves. I've already, you know, more health conscious as the stuff I eat and, you know, thinking about that and shit like that. So it's just all putting it into motion, all putting it into play. And I just want to be a better me. And how am I going to start my OnlyFans if I'm going to be hella fat? You know, like I still need to work on that. So that's my whole thing. Don't judge me, judge your mama. Moving on. Let's go ahead and talk about the Cooter Brown community. So there's a few people that hit me up from the Cooter Brown community, and they were cracking up at my last video because I wasn't even trying to like go in on them or anything like that. I was just talking about the shit I went through and stuff like that. I didn't realize that a lot of my old videos and shit like that, or videos that I was a part of, they've been playing like replays of that shit. It's kind of the same like the Jaguar sector. They play like old videos, nothing current. They play like old videos and just recycle the shit. Well, that's what they've been doing over here over there in the Cooter Brown community. What's up, Kay? Just been recycling the shit all over again. And I'm all like, oh man, we're gonna really recycle these old videos. Like, I don't want to say like I'm ashamed that I participated in it, but I'm ashamed because, like I said, those people in the Cooter Brown, John Yates community, they're the equivalent to the people that got their ass whooped in Alabama. Like they the lowest of the low, gutter butt, ratchet, don't shower, probably, got bad credit like I do. Oh shit, that's why I belong over there, because I got bad credit. These are the lowest of the lowest people. They're not, the upper echelon. And I can't even spell echelon. So, I ain't a part of it, but they not in the upper echelon. They really gutter butt down in the gutter. So I hate being associated with that. So that's why I'll be like, oh, don't play my old videos, or don't play videos with me in it and shit like that. Have y'all ever felt that way? Like, have y'all ever felt like, damn, I hate that I was on that panel, or I hate that I went on that video, because now people gonna replay it and I'm gonna be part of the mess and shit like that? You kind of be having those regrets and shit like that. Or at least I do. One thing that I had forgot to mention, y'all, there was a lady named Danielle Robinson, not Robertson, Robinson. And she was calling out Siwa and shit like that. And she was like literally terrorizing Siwa. So I wanted to give a shout out to her, because I forgot to say, mention that. But she kind of turned that sector around, because she was like, yo, y'all all hanging with racists and shit like that, and y'all got people literally wearing white hoods in your community. And it was like that. They hooked up with like this sector called MobTube, which none of them are gangsta. They all punk ass bitches, but that's besides the point. But they hooked up with this MobTube shit, and all of them was racist as shit. And it's all like, weren't y'all supposed to be fighting racism? And so, rightfully so, Danielle Robinson called them out, and it made them look at each other like, oh shit, maybe we are, we ain't shit. Which we knew they wasn't shit. That doesn't change my perspective at all. We knew they wasn't shit, right? So anyway, but I appreciate her. So I just wanted to give her a quick shout out for calling them out and, sticking up for something, because somebody had to do it, because shit, Heidi wasn't doing it. Heidi loved the shit. So shout out to Danielle for calling it out, rightfully so. Thumbs up for you. Okay. Y'all are cracking up when I was talking about Amber and her squirting 6 feet in the air. that ain't squirt juice. That's pee. We gotta call. Hey, she's skeeting for Jesus. Now she a Christian woman. I guess she don't skeet 6 feet anymore. Didn't I tell you these people is the lowest of the low? Like, they are not good people. They are the lowest of the low. I tell you about, folks. But yeah, so the Christian squirter, or Christian Squirtle, that Pokemon Squirtle? Squirtle, I choose you. And all you see is Amber. Squirtle, I choose you. Her legs all open and this. You just, oh shit. Shit. Amber make you drown in that pussy. In that pussy. She'll make you drown in it, literally. Amber can end the drought in California. Like, shit, she can end the drought. That's how much she just. Also, like, and literally, this lady was bragging about it. She's like, I was all like, is this real? Like, she really said that? And then I heard it for myself, and I was like, oh shit, she really said that. Yeah, now she a Christian, so I guess she doesn't do that no more. So, hopefully she has changed her ways. We know that's a lie. That's another thing about the Amber lady that I didn't mention to you guys. She basically reinvents herself. What's up, Miss Barbara? Who else did I miss? I got Beauty for Ashes, Patricia. So she went ahead and she reinvents herself. She's one of those kind of YouTubers, right? So, right, don't speak too soon, right? So basically, she first started out as a 90-day fiance. No, before she became a 90-day fiance blogger, she was trying to get on the show by messing with Usman. So she was a mistress. Then she went on to be a 90-day fiance, a blogger assistant, and then she got her own channel. Then she reinvented herself into, being a lawyer and, like an Inspector Gadget person. Then she reinvented herself into Martin Luther Malcolm X King. She became a civil rights activist. Power to the people. So she reinvents herself all the time. So no telling what she's gonna be next month. She will reinvent herself and go to different communities and stuff like that and pretend to be somebody new. Kind of like the Umar Johnson sector. Oh, I wasn't even gonna talk about that, but shit, F y'all. I don't care if y'all come after me. Fuck y'all. Fuck you hoes. So talking about the Umar Johnson sector, right? So it's a lot of this. So it's like the Umar Johnson sector, then like the Black conscious sector, and then the church sector, and somehow they all intertwine in and out with each other. And I don't know what the connection. I guess they all Black. That's how let's be honest. We color folks in here. Let's be honest. We all connect to each other, just like the B sector, and we're like the celebrity got T sector. We all connect because we Black. That's honestly the connection. We don't talk about the same shit, but we connect to each other because we Black. That's the only thing, right? So anyway, so the Umar church, whatever sector, is like, they've been infiltrating the Jaguar sector and shit like that, right? And they've been like all over the place and like getting involved in the drama and shit like that. And I'm just all like, damn, like chill your ass out, Like, I didn't realize, what's his name? I shouted him out before. Shakim, I believe, Shakim Ra. That's his name. Like, I guess he's from that sector, and then somehow he came over here. Also, you guys know Transcript. She came from over here. But it's like the thing about them is like they're not like the upstanding individuals. These are not the upper echelon. They with the shit. If they're upper class, middle class, lower class, they definitely somewhere, like the lower class. They ain't the upper echelon. Like, it ain't the people that you are like, damn, I want them to be a part of our sector. Hell no. I don't want none of you crazy motherfuckers over here. We already got enough crazy crackheads over here. We don't need no more crazy ass crackheads coming over here. I'm just saying, Shit. I promise I'm sober. I only had one shot. Just one shot. Yeah, but I was all like, yeah, they started coming over here and shit like that. I'm all like, yo, it's already crazy. Definitely, like I said the other day, I want to say, still sending prayers to KOM, Knockout Media. He had a situation where he was shot the other day. There were some content creators actually making fun of it. And I was like, yo, like, I hope like if something really bad happened to me, hopefully people don't make fun of me like that. But again, it's YouTube. They don't care. They don't care how bad it is. Like, they will terrorize you. But you know what? Something too that I just thought about. If people actually follow Umar Johnson, like, they would know that he's a fraud. He definitely is a fraud. And I know that's a part of the sector too, exposing him for being a fraud and stuff like that. For example, we still ain't seen the school. Like, does the school even have an address? Like, have we confirmed if it has an address? Because he said it was the HVAC system, but then he said he got it fixed. But I don't even think there's a location for the school. I'm just saying, y'all. I don't even think there is one. Anyway, moving on from that, I want to go ahead and jump over to the beef sector. So there is, and again, I can't cover everything on the beef sector because it's a lot. This is just like the story that has been coming up more recently in the last couple of days, because there might be another DC gate. Now, this is going to be a little different because it involves Kiki and Octavius. Remember, there was a guy, Octavius, that came over here. I did not know who he was, but I knew he had some kind of connection to Star Marie, the girl that, hooked up with Tasha K going against Cardi B or whatever, right? Remember that whole situation? He came on my channel, was like, Star Marie doing good, blah, blah, blah. And I was like, oh, cool, cool. Well, I didn't know that he was from the Black conscious / beef sector and shit like that. I didn't even know he was from there because remember the situation when Treecey went to go see Rob Rack, right? And he ended up getting locked up in jail and all that shit. Well, he was friends with Rob Rack and, he was involved in all that shit. So I was like, whoa, like this is who he was? Because he came over, very respectful and everything like that, talked about the situation with Star Marie. But honestly, I didn't even care about that. I'd rather know about that. Because I'm petty as shit, right? I'd rather know about that situation rather than the whole Star Marie thing. But anyway, that's here nor there. So Kiki and I always want to say Kimmy, I'm sorry. Kiki and Octavius are dating. This is their first time meeting up, and everybody has been terrorizing them. Like they literally are saying that Octavius catfished Kiki, and I'm all like, y'all, they are tearing them apart. They are literally like, okay, let me show you a picture real quick. Now, I don't think like there's nothing wrong with them. Actually, I think they're a good looking couple. Like they're whatchamacallit, the kind of couple that you could see together. They're talking about the way she looked, they talking about the way he looked. Listen, I'll say this before I get into all the petty shit. I'll say this. They look like they actually like each other. I'll say that. You know how you see some couples and they don't look like they like each other? They actually look like they like each other. So I'm all like, shit, let them do their thing. Let them be happy. But, they was all like, oh, they're saying that Kiki is embarrassed because like she's bougie and stuff like that. And they think like she wouldn't want to be with a man like that and shit like that. Like, oh, he's not good enough and shit like that. But how do you really know what she like? Have you seen the men that she dated in the past? You never really know. You know what I mean? But I think it also speaks to this because Octavius doesn't really like show his face and stuff like that on his channel. He's more like an avatar. And that's the problem with a lot of these avatars and stuff like that. It's not that the people behind the avatar are ugly. Well, some of you motherfuckers is ugly. I ain't gonna lie. Some of y'all are ugly, so y'all need to be avatar. But it's not that everybody behind the avatar is ugly. It's more of like, because we don't see your face all the time, when we do see you, we are going to roast you because naturally that's what we do. Whenever an avatar is unmasked or something like that, you are going to roast that person because it's all like, oh, you was hiding your face thinking you this and that. Well, bitch, you ugly. Bitch, your teeth is yellow. Bitch, your nose is da-da-da, and that's currently what they doing right now to Octavius. I actually subscribe to Octavius, so I'm cool with him. We're mutuals. Yeah, they're tearing him up, saying like he looked like Bookman, from Good Times. Yo, they are tearing them up. But one thing they can't say is that they don't look happy. They look like they're having a good time. Now, Octavius had gave Kiki some flowers, and I guess they're saying like she didn't want the flowers, but I seen her holding the flowers. Y'all seen her holding the flowers, right? They was holding the flower. She was holding the flowers. I think she was happy holding them flowers. I think y'all hating. Y'all just don't want to see them together. Y'all just don't want to see them together. But I will say this. It's they turn in the hot seat because Treecey had went to go see her dude. I believe his name is Nubu. It's Nubu, right? Like the restaurant Nubu. So Nubu, and Treecey had met up and they did their thing, and then they were screenshotting Treecey because she had showed her thong or whatever, and they was dragging her. So it's a fair game at this point. So I see why Treecey is roasting the fuck out of him. But then I don't understand the Jay Wilson. Jay Wilson just seemed like he's just dragging him just because. I don't know if they ever had a history or anything like that, but I can see why Treecey is dragging him. But I didn't understand why they had beef. Remember I told y'all the beef sector is doing like a cruise and shit like that, right? Well, in short, what ended up happening was that he dropped out of the cruise after he had won like $50 to put like a down payment on his room. And you know when people drop out or they don't pay, yours go up and shit like that. And so now everybody pissed off at him, and that's kind of like the downfall and the catalyst. Now I definitely do think that, to be fair, he should get back that $50. He should get back the 50 and be like, hey, wash my hands, whatever. But if you want to be petty and be like, well, fuck y'all, keep that $50. Hey, he got to get a plane ticket. That's what he used it for. He used it for his plane ticket, so I ain't even mad at you. I ain't mad at all. Oh, and make sure you guys hitting that like button. Hold on. You know what? I talked about avatars and I didn't even play my theme song. Hold on. Where is it at, y'all?
Monica, this is for you, baby. Miss Bojangles herself, allegedly. I know you're just an avatar, but baby, you fine as heck. Yeah, I know you're just an avatar, but baby girl, you wear it real well, Monica. You are the finest, yeah. Baby girl, they press to find ya, yeah. You might be a Grand Theft Auto character, yeah. Monica, avatar, but baby girl, you fine as heck. Yeah, I know you just an avatar, but baby girl, you wear it well, Monica. You are the finest, yeah. Baby girl, they press to find ya.
No, I can't play the Fry That Chicken song. No, because they actually took a part of my monetization on that too, because you know the song copyrighted and stuff like that. So yeah, I can't play that one. Show Us the Ribs. I'll do that one next. All right, so moving on. Where did I want to move on to? Okay, yeah, that was kind of it about the B sector and stuff like that. Mind you, I love everybody in the B sector. I think they're hilarious. I think they're funny. Oh, that's the same damn thing. And honestly, they taught me how to drag somebody, because I used to just go in with the venom, but I didn't know how to actually be clever and actually how to get at somebody. But now I know how, and so I want to say thank you to the B sector. I appreciate every single one of y'all. All right. So I want to talk about the Jaguar Wright sector, and it's not really about Jaguar. I guess she knows the people that called, or you know, who swatted her and stuff like that. She says she knows the people or whatever. That's the only update I know, at least. Okay, moving on from that. They're the subscribers. I want to talk about them. You know, we kind of talked about Essence, you know, flip-flopping and stuff like that. But it's the people that come in the comments and they think they know what they're talking about that is really bugging the fuck out of me. And what I mean by that is that telling me, oh, well, you agree with what Jag did and da-da-da-da-da. I don't know anything. Like, what? These are all characters in a storyline. I don't give a fuck what nothing. I don't care about that. And again, I always tell y'all, I do not watch everybody's stuff. I do not watch everybody's shit. If it's not important to the storyline, I don't watch it. So I don't care. If there's anything I need to know, I'm going directly to Jag's page and then or her YouTube, and then I'll figure out the rest from there, whether or not I believe it. You know, Ripley's Believe It or Not, except it's Jaguar, Believe It or Not. That's basically what I do. But for y'all to come over here and tell me that I don't know this and I don't know that, when I've been here since 2020 and you guys just started following this shit from the whole Legina situation, you motherfuckers can't tell me shit. You can't tell me shit about nothing if you hadn't been here since the beginning. And especially with some of these characters that y'all want to support. And, you know, basically, like I said in the beginning, as long as you hate Jaguar, you are a fan favorite. But if you show her any kind of grace or any kind of respect, oh, you the enemy. You know? Because nobody cares that, oh, there was two content creators that went along with her scams, and now that they're calling it a scam, y'all just all like, oh yeah, we believe them. Well, you're not mad that they went along and scammed you guys out of your own money? Now they're good people just because they said Jag ain't shit? I want you to make it make sense. And when I call them out, they never make it make sense at all. So what you want me to do? You know? Do your research, do your history on it. And maybe you'll find something out. But until you do that, you can't tell me shit. You know, like that's my thing. Until you figure it out, you can't tell me shit about shit. Because my thing is like, well, shit, everybody who got a Gmail account got a YouTube, start your own shit. You don't like what I'm saying, or you don't like what another content creator is saying, start your own shit. Start your own shit. Hashtag Jaguar Wright. Start your channel. Now, definitely you can have a respectful conversation and say, hey, AT2, that's actually incorrect. This is actually what happened. And, you know, this is where I heard it from, blah, blah, blah. We can have that conversation. But don't get in my chat thinking that you checking me. Because I'm the motherfucking king around here. So ain't nobody checkmated me. My thing is that I always try to show everybody respect. I try to show everybody love, grace, all that shit, right? But how dare you come in my house, my shit, and try to tell me what I need to do? That ain't gonna work because I ain't gonna do it. Even when you guys are right in telling me that I should do something, I'm still gonna do what I do. I'm gonna do the opposite. So you already know I don't listen. I'm hard-headed. I got a big ass head, so you know it's hard. And I was talking about like my head, not. Let me open up the chat so I can see if anybody wants to smoke. Anybody who want to get cussed out, come up here. Hold on, let me put it on any. I'm just saying, but really, like, you can't come up here or come over to my chat talking crazy to me and shit like that and think that shit's okay. Do I talk to you crazy? No, some of y'all I do, but not all of you. But don't come over here talking to me crazy and thinking that you checking me. We can have a disagreement, but you're not checking shit over here. What's up, everybody? Thank you guys for coming. Thank you, everybody. All right, I went ahead and dropped the link and shit like that. But I'm just all like, y'all really? And then also on top of that, you're telling me that I need to team up with this person. And first of all, stop all that shit that I need to team up with that person, this person. Stop doing that shit. Do not tell me I need to team up with anybody or no shit like that. I do not. Shout out to everybody coming in the room. I do not need to team up with anybody. I've been doing my own shit for a long time. And I've been fine doing my own shit. And that's the way I want to keep it. You know why? Because when you start partnering up and linking up with people, shit will go south real quick. I mean, hell, most of y'all have been around when shit has went south. You already know. Oh shit. Oh shit. We got Jaguar herself. Hold on. Here we go. Hold on. What's up, Jag?
Hey, what's up, AT2?
How you doing?
Shabbat shalom. I'm doing great.
Good to hear. Shit, what you want to say?
I don't know. I was just looking at the title. You know, me and TJ were taking a little stroll through the YouTube verse, a little lover's stroll. And, just popping in to say hi to my neighbor.
Appreciate it. So let me ask you this, Jag. Okay, so you have these subs that are doing the whole flip-flop and shit like that because, they're saying that your former besties said that you were a scammer and all this stuff. But if they went along with your scams, then wouldn't that make them a scammer as well, too?
I mean, that's a great question. And unfortunately, I can only give you a complicated answer.
I ain't good at math. Hopefully I'm able to get it.
You can follow it. You're a pretty smart guy. You survived Cheryl and Pearl. Now, if these two, I don't even know what to call them anymore. If these two blights on society and humanity as a whole can orchestrate a coordinated attack to have me and my family swatted, brag about it on Coffee, Station Head, and then YouTube, brag about making the phone call, laugh about the police coming, and then the day they realize that charges will be pressed, all of a sudden ain't nobody say nothing.
Because they're saying that you swatted yourself. Like they said it came from your phone number. And I'm all like, go ahead.
What? And I believe the both of them are happily married straight men. Fuck out of here. I don't know what universe these fairies flew in from, but I wish they'd come and pick their asses up.
Because my thing was like, I don't think she would have them coming guns a-blazing just for content. Like, it's one thing to do a wellness check, but I guess that's a Texas thing for them to have the rifles and shit like that. But I definitely ain't playing no games like that.
That was a tactical team. And the reason why the tactical team came was because what was actually said on the phone call to the police was that we were in here and I had a pow to my cousin's head live on camera.
And I'm glad that you brought that up because that little, not saying that you did that, but the little gun that you have, that's a lighter and you have lit it up on camera.
Yeah. And
thinking,
guess what? That lighter is in my pocketbook, which is still in my Miami, Florida. All I got was my wallet and my phone. The rest of my belongings are still in Florida. I don't even have that lighter right now.
Oh, so you don't even have that no more?
No, it's with the rest of my things. It was in my pocketbook when I was.
So they lied about the whole gun?
There was no pow.
Okay, yeah, there was no pow.
Teddy bear. I was holding baby helmet. Yes, he was reincarnated. He's now a teddy bear. And he didn't like Naisha's content either. Now, I find it very interesting that the po-po showed up with their pow-pows out, sitting in front of my bedroom window while I'm live shooting an assault pow-pow, just pointing it at us. That's why we, everybody keep talking about the way me and TJ dip back at the same time on some Friday shit. Because we both looked out the corner of our eye, we saw a gun pointing at us through the window. Like they had encamped around the house. They were ready to take the house. I guess it's a good thing we had the window open and we were going live and we were able to have that conversation. Because if not for that, they would have came kicking in the doors.
Well, I was going to say, because you had mentioned about the Fort Worth, and I don't know if people knew what that was, but Tatiana Jackson,
Tatiana.
she was the one who peeked through the window and he flashed the flashlight and then boom.
Yeah.
I was like, that's some serious shit. Like, I was like, this has gone way too far. The going back and forth on YouTube, that's completely fine. I get it. But, when it comes to real life shit, like, I don't want to see nobody, let me not say the D word, I'll say delete it off of some YouTube shit.
Listen to me. The simple fact that they were willing to do that only goes to show how desperate they are to try to stop me, because they know I have the power to stop them.
Mm-hmm.
You want to know what's even sick? Even after that terrible swatting experience, when I called into my bail bonds office to check in this morning at 5:30 a.m., the manager wanted to talk to me and teach because apparently someone called in to say that TJ and I had abducted her children, that we were in the process of leaving the country, that we were known drug dealers, and we had just got busted by SWAT with weapons and drugs, and we were dangerous.
Mm-hmm.
And that they should revoke my bond immediately before I make it out the country.
But you don't even have the kids, though. So how was that going to...
I know. But that's what they said to the bail bonds trying to get my bond revoked. This is how desperate they are to try to stop me, that even after their swatting efforts failed miserably, and all we lost was a little CBD.
Right. So is CBD not legal in Texas?
CBD is legal in Texas.
Okay, because why did they take it, though?
Because it's a green substance. They don't care. They can take whatever they want to take.
Right. It is the police. You're right about that. You're right.
They can take whatever they want to take. And the truth is, let's be honest, that little bag that they took ain't seen no evidence locker. That shit gone. Them niggas was pissed off they ain't get to pow nobody and lay nobody out. They probably needed that CBD to help them ease their disappointment. Anywho, son.
So I have a question, because
the audacity. But guess what's even worse, though?
Mm-hmm.
I don't think you were in our coffee room today.
No, I missed it. I wish they had a replay on coffee shit.
Right? Sometimes, really.
Right, because if you busy out and about, like, I can't stop it,
Yeah, but I'll share with you some of what we discussed in the coffee room.
Okay.
When TJ checked our text messages earlier this morning, because we were looking for a phone number, because we put the phone on Do Not Disturb after Docsgate, we still get a lot of crazy people that call and say all kinds of stuff. So we've had the phone on Do Not Disturb, so we didn't hear any of the text messages come through for about a day. And we found a text message that came in at 11:39 p.m. Wednesday night, which was about 12 hours before the swatting, where someone actually used my cousin's name, said that they were sending the police, said that we were going to be swatted, said that my cousin and my family were never going to get any rest as long as I was in the house, said that they had already told the police, they were, no, not already, but they were going to tell the police that I was holding a pow pow to my cousin's head, and that's exactly what happened 12 hours later.
Mm.
The
How do
police.
these people know your family's name?
Somebody talked. I'm Jaguar Wright. There's a million ways that could have happened.
Yeah.
Because we don't tell nobody anything. We're very clandestine with the way we move. But the truth is, it could have been somebody, a family friend, didn't even realize they was dry snitching. You know what I'm saying?
Oh, and they could have just started talking and stuff like that. Because like I
Exactly.
said, I didn't know if that was something that you had said on, because Jack, you know you love to fucking talk. So I
I know,
didn't know if
but
you slipped up and
I was
said a
very careful. I was very careful. I was very careful about
Yeah.
everything.
Because I didn't know the woman who you were living with, her, but it's a V. But I didn't even know
That's my
that was in
godmother,
there.
and don't nobody call her that, which is how I know it had to be somebody that was close to the family and the person who makes the most sense.
Mhm.
Um, given the details, is Julila Nicole Allen, who blamed it on my sister.
Wait, so you honestly think it was Nicole?
Yes, because Nicole has um Shiana Dookie Way's phone number.
Oh, she has his phone. And
Yeah,
that was something that I had.
DJ Peter Griffith gave it to her.
Mm. Wait, so Genesis is still in the picture?
I mean, I'm sure she's lurking in a toilet somewhere.
Not in a toilet.
I mean, that's the closest place she's gonna get a good whiff of balls.
You don't think she getting no balls?
Don't make me say something that could be considered as defamation.
Jack, now I want to bring up, because you keep saying that you can't have any contact with the police. You
I
can
can't.
talk to the police.
No,
Like, there's nothing where you can't.
no. I do not think you understand. And since you don't want to hear it from me, I'll let you hear it from my beloved who was there with me when I got my bond stipulation from the judge. Baby, can you please tell ATT
Okay,
what the
TJ,
judge said? Hey, AT.
Hey,
Too.
TJ. Okay, can you explain the not having any contact with the cops thing?
Well, she has a restraining order from them.
Uh-huh.
And then she was just told that she needs to stay away from DeSoto police. Completely.
I'm not allowed. Am I allowed to call 911, baby? In DeSoto.
I would say they wouldn't want you to.
Well, nigga, who you calling if you can't?
But if you need some help,
Listen to me. It's not a cop that has a restraining order against me. It's the entire precinct.
But Jack, you can still call 911.
No, I'm telling you.
They gonna send the person closest to you. They ain't gonna send them for
The judge
Georgia. They gonna send them.
the judge told me if I need to call 911, call Dallas. I lied to you not. She said, don't ride beside nobody. Don't stick no middle fingers up or I revoke your bond.
Oh, man. Okay, so you have to call Dallas if there's an emergency, like a real emergency.
Yeah.
Okay, you just can't call DeSoto. Okay, but isn't DeSoto like a suburb or something like that?
Yeah, it's a suburb.
Okay. Okay, so it's a suburb. Okay, so you have to call Dallas and not DeSoto. Okay.
Yeah.
All right. So if you called 911, would they be all like, "Oh wait, we can't call DeSoto"? They would transfer you over to Dallas, or like how does that work?
I got the number to the Dallas County to the Dallas switchboard.
Oh, okay, okay. Shit, you got secret numbers and shit. Okay.
My lawyers keep me my public pretenders give me really great advice.
Okay. So hey, As long as you ain't calling DeSoto and leaving them alone, okay, I guess.
Listen to me. I don't want nothing with them niggas, and them niggas don't want nothing with me. Now listen here. Once the charges are dismissed, you know what I'm saying. Listen to me. I love NWA. Now, but right now we are at a stalemate. We are at a truce. They just need to keep them pow out my face.
Okay, so basically, you ain't gonna say shit to them, and they ain't gonna say shit to you, and y'all just gonna be on y'all separate ways, basically.
Yeah, until trial.
Right. Now, is your trial now? I know you can't go into details, but is your trial with the actual police department or no?
Yeah. The whole police department pressed charges against me.
Yeah,
the whole cop house. Every cop signed the petition.
How do you get banned from the
nigga?
Derek, I can't stand you.
I don't know. Should I'm banned from the mayor's office too? Every time me and Beloved ride through town, I'm like, baby, don't stop at that light. The block is hot.
They like, if you dying, don't call us.
Don't call. Yo, my stomach hurt right now because okay. But I did want to ask you something really serious because now when I was talking yesterday about it, they're all like, oh, well, she did this to Naisha. And I was like, oh, well, if she did this to Naisha, then fuck her then. It's fair game. So did you have Naisha swatted?
No.
Okay, because that's what the people said. You had Naisha swatted.
No, that's just the story that sounds good to cover up how nefarious they are. Honey, I'll let you explain it.
Okay, yeah, TJ.
I'm the one who made the wellness chat call.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
And go ahead and explain, TJ. I'm sorry to interrupt.
It was a lot of emotions going on in the home. Talking to my oldest daughter, she was upset about the whole, essay thing coming out and how it came out and how she found out. And I wasn't there in the home, to really understand what was going on. But I talked to her and she was upset, the last time I spoke with her. So I talked to Naisha?
Mm-hmm.
I talked to her and she was upset and, we were going back and forth about the situation. And then I talked to my daughter again, but then after that, all communication was cut off. Mm-hmm. So I sent a wellness chat, because she told me that I won't be able to speak to the children again. And, it was a real intense situation. So I just wanted to make sure that she was okay and everything was okay in there. You're not answering the phone. I'm calling for hours and hours and I'm calling everybody's phone.
So did you think she was going to, how do I put it, self-harm herself?
I wasn't sure because she's never exhibited that. Let me say that first. I just felt like she was overwhelmed. I would never imply that because that's not who she is. It was a sensitive subject. And for her to find out in that way and, Naisha sitting her down in front of the TV, you're painting me as this horrible person. And
so was Naisha having the children watch all of this?
Yes.
Oh yeah.
Yes. Even before it got this far, my children were involved. They called me, asking me why am I in this relationship, and it's like, why are you speaking about my sex life with my children first and foremost? Why are you allowing them in our relationship because we're the adults. Like, what are you doing? So,
Right.
and little by little, um, she relied on the kids. Well, now she's codependent upon them. Um, she was using them to get back at me. She still is, like she told me,
Right.
they're no longer mine. And um, life is what it is. It's done and it's over. And
Right. So are you still talking to Naisha?
no, that's
Okay, so
done.
that's cut off.
That's
Okay, because
done.
that was my thing. Because I'm all like, okay, y'all, do this public spat on YouTube, but yet, like, y'all still talking. Like, I can see for the kids, but don't the kids have their own phone where you can talk to them separately from Naisha?
Please explain that and tell the truth.
All right, here we go. Here we go. It's a safe space. You can go ahead, TJ. Don't be scared.
Honestly, in the beginning of me and Jack's relationship, I wasn't sure. Um, I wasn't sure if we were gonna work out. I was nervous.
Hmm.
Um, Basically, hearing a lot of things about Jack and not knowing her and not understanding her, coming from my relationship with Naisha and all of that, neglect and it was very tumultuous.
Hmm.
And excuse me, and just I guess my self-esteem, how I felt about myself at that time. And on top of being um exposed with thousands of people judging you, well, you're already judging yourself.
Hmm.
So I was just unsure. So New Mexico was the only stability that I knew. And I had a lot of guilt about it. Like, are you making the right decision?
Right,
It,
rightfully so.
right. So, in the beginning, I did kind of, well, not kind of, I was kind of like teeter totter. Like,
Right,
I might come back. Or no, I don't want to go back. Just really
right. You
afraid to
left your
just let
options
go.
open.
Yeah. Yeah. Pretty much.
Right. So now
What
you
that
and
got
I.
to do with the damn phone?
What phone?
Oh yeah.
What phone? I forgot. I
So
had something
okay.
to give
So
you.
how
I'm
come
sorry.
you have
What
to talk to
phone?
Naisha in order to talk to the kids? Do they not have their own phone?
Oh, yes, they do have their own phones, but she took the
Okay.
phones. She took the phones. Like, she would take the phones, oh my goodness, and excessively text, call, um, just harass. It was
She would
ridiculous.
block you on her phone and then send you nasty text messages
Through the
from the kids'
kids' phone.
phone.
Or have the kids call me and talk to me while she's in the background, or if I'm talking to them, I'm on speaker. Um,
Mm-hmm.
she really got in the way of the communication between me and my children, you know. So I thought my
Right.
children, we were open. They start lying for her, just all kinds of things. So it is
Right. But rightfully so, they're going to protect the mother because basically what you look like into their eyes is that you left them. You know, that's how they're always going to feel. It's
I don't
unfortunate.
understand that because they call her every day. Anything they needed, she provided.
right.
Every time they needed groceries, even after Naisha ran off with the check, me and Ty would still take whatever money we had, and Ty would buy them groceries, have it delivered to the house. Like, people are talking like she just up and ran away and left this shit. She was talking to these people every fucking day until Naisha realized she wasn't coming home. Then all of a sudden, you can't talk to the kids. Okay, you can talk to the kids. What's she saying?
Right.
Like,
Right.
bitch, you
But
ain't the
Jag, you
Gestapo.
came from a two-parent home, so you know how it is when both parents are in the home, right?
Listen to me. I came from a two-parent home, but my parents were married and they had a relationship. This is an 11-year situationship. There's a very big difference. This is a one-night stand that went too long. This is charitable giving.
So one night, get the hell up out.
This is charitable giving that went too far. It wasn't even worth the write-off. I'm saying.
Oh my God.
This is
TJ,
not
what
y'all
do you call it? What
God.
did TJ call it? I want to know what TJ called it. Was it a situationship or was it a relationship? TJ, don't lie. 11 years is a long time. Because you can have a one night stand and not call back. You ain't had to call back or go back.
Nah.
Yes, she did, because she was trying to accomplish a goal.
Jack, what was the goal she was trying to accomplish?
Right. See, she don't want to tell you. I don't know why she don't want to tell you, so I'ma fucking tell it. So she would have sit up here. I swear to God, it's worse than the fucking soap operas. You be waiting for them to say who the fucking, who they had the affair with, and then they sit there and do that long stare for 5 fucking minutes, and then goes the commercial break and shit. I'ma tell it to you like it is.
Okay.
Okay. Before me, the love of Ty's life, her name was Missy. They were very much in love. They were together for 11 years. And together, they raised my beloved's 2 daughters. Yes. Yes. 2 girls. She was baby girl's mother, too. She was big girl's mother, too. But unfortunately, Missy had a problem with drugs. Complicated their relationship. And with all the love between them, drugs got in the way. Ty put in 11 years, and she got sick and tired of competing with the drugs. In the midst of this process, a person named Naisha Davenport came along with her 3 children. And she pretended to be this couple's friend. And when they would argue, she would pass notes back and forth and pretend, up until it started causing problems. There was a nasty fight. There was a breakup. And there was unfinished business between my beloved and her first love, Missy, for quite some time. Missy is now deceased. God rest her soul. God bless the dead.
Yeah,
Ty still misses her to this day. They were the best of friends. They were partners in crime. And Missy always said that Ty was her butterfly. Which is why it's so disgusting that Rasputia is using that as her sigil for her so-called fucked up fan club. Because that shit ain't even had nothing to do with you, bitch. See, Ty desperately wanted to maintain that family structure. She had become very used to it. 11 years with Missy was a long time. So see, she created an Insta family with someone who needed help. And then she tried to double down on that bad mistake. And a lot of fucked up things happened. Abuse happened. Assaults happened. Lies happened. Theft. Betrayal. Neglect. But she was so busy robbing for that family she always wanted. And now it's come to an end. And while this bitch is running around being supported by people who are having our homes swatted, because we need not forget that the very people that staged that nasty event yesterday, while we were reviewing her content, are the people that are supporting her and asking people to give her all of this shit on an Amazon wish list for her pity party about her very unfortunate life.
Oh, now, yeah, I heard she got an Amazon wish list for her furniture. Hey, if she got her, if they paid it, then hey, a win is a win, baby. A win is a win.
There's a woman that gave her $600 and said she's now regretting it. A lot of people are going to start regretting why they gave this idiot all of this money and all of this shit. But I'm releasing the rest of her text messages on the Jaguar Wright Johnson community page. I have about 800 text messages over the course of 6 weeks, so it's going to take me a minute to post all that shit up. But
now,
I
has
think
that lady came out and said anything publicly about her regretting the $600? Like,
no, I believe that's because Adrian and Michael are keeping these people very quiet in the background as best as they can. She's being supported and promoted by two individuals who were so desperate for content and control that they were willing to send armed law enforcement officers to stick a gun in the woman's face that she says she loves. And guess what? We know her notifications are on. She didn't even say anything in a word of care. You know what she did? She fucking posted all that fucking shit. She got off that wish list just an hour and a half after we had pow-pows in our face, live on camera. She didn't even let the kids send a text message to ask if their mother was okay. This bitch is a fucking monster.
well, that's why I want to push back on you, because my thing is, I don't think Naisha knows anything about that.
No, she does know about it because Ty called the kids and got no return phone call.
Well, yeah, they didn't know. That's why she didn't get no return phone call.
What do you mean they didn't know? Ty called their phones.
Right, and you said it went to voicemail.
And what does that have to do with the call log?
So if it went to voicemail, then they did not get the call.
It didn't go to voicemail. All the phones rang. I'm telling you, this bitch knew what was going on. There is nothing that fucking Adrian and Michael don't do that she don't know about. She got her head stuck so far up their ass, she could probably speak for them.
So you think she's in the loop with it?
I know she's in the loop with it. She's been working with them since the day they told her we were sleeping together. Which is why she staged a full-on media attack instantly. And next thing you know, everything that nobody said anything about Ty just started coming out. She's been doing this. I don't understand why people don't want to believe that this fucking Rasputia bitch is as evil as they come. She ain't no different than the character from that motherfucking movie, running over dogs and shit. How you do? That's that bitch.
Well, let me ask TJ, because we kind of got sidetracked. TJ, did you love Naisha?
Did I love her? Yeah.
So would you consider that 11 years, would you consider that a relationship?
Yeah.
Okay, that's what I wanted to know. Now, as far as, things that went on, and like I said, you don't have to go into detail what went on in your relationship and stuff like that. But do you feel like you broke it off in the right way?
Yeah, because it was broken off before I left. We had a conversation at the car before I drove away.
Okay, so because I remember the whole thing, you basically left in tears and stuff like that, but you never said like, yo, we broke off. Y'all just had a conversation.
She told me to go off and find my way. I've been unhappy. It's like I told her that I fell out of love with her. We had one of those conversations.
Mm-hmm.
And, I was like, you got to let me go. You going to let me go? And she was like, this feel like forever. And they were the last words that we said to each other. I drove off crying. She walked away crying. And I sat in the car for a whole hour before I even got on the road to decide if I should go back or if I should keep pressing forward.
So you never said, "Oh, baby, I'm gonna come back in a minute. You know, I'm just gonna do this thing," and then it was like it was done and over with.
Yeah, but I still was gonna come back because I lived there. Do you get what I'm saying? Like,
So you
my
gave
intent
her a
was
little
not
bit of
come to
hope.
be with
That's what I'm
Jag.
getting to. You gave her some kind of hope.
Well, I don't know. I think to me it's logic. Where else am I gonna go if my things
Because
aren't
here's
packed?
my thing: were you gonna then bring Jag back with you?
No, because my intent wasn't even to come and stay here more than the few days. You get what I'm saying? I only came here with a few outfits in the backpack. If you're leaving somewhere and your mind is set, why wouldn't I leave with all of my things?
True, I can see that, but then that also leads back to my point. Like you didn't take all your stuff with you, so yeah, she coming back. People
Well,
have disagreements all the time,
I
and they
guess
get
there
into
was
shit.
something compelling enough to make her stay.
Well, yeah, she liked what was going on. But then that leads me back to, yeah, that situation did not seem finished at all.
well, I get what you're saying in that sense. Yeah.
Have you ever told Naisha, like, this is over, it's done with, like, stop the
Yes,
bullshit?
yes, yes, yes,
Okay.
yes,
Did she
yes.
always have dreams of being a YouTuber, or is this something that
Like,
has came about
honestly,
recently?
this shocked me completely.
Mm-hmm.
Um, you waited till I left for you to get up and do something really productive.
Well, she needed Jaguar Wright's name to pull it off.
So, you know, you have a job now, and yeah, you're online, and you know, initially it was like, damn, like we were together, and you just really let me carry us on my back, like you disrespectful.
Mm-hmm.
And then it was like, you know what? She needed her independence. That's what she needs. So we can separate and find her way. Cause I moved on. You know?
Right. Since she's making her own money, she moved into her own place. So at the end of the day, that means that, you know, she's independent now.
Right. So I don't have to worry. There's no more money issues. There's no more lease issues, banking issues. We're totally separated. So now it's time to move on. Close that chapter is fully closed now.
Right. But do you feel like you guys antagonize her when you watch her videos and do reviews on them?
No.
No?
No.
Can you please tell them what she said about my mother and my son?
Oh, yeah, they were arguing. And she told Jad, is like that shit blew me too. I don't know if you curse on your channel. It blew me too. She was like, that's why your son is dead.
Oh.
And what did she call my mother?
Dumb.
And something else.
What else?
She called her a dumb trash bitch.
Oh,
Is
yeah.
what she called my mother.
Yeah.
Let me say this to you, AT2. And let me say this to everybody in your chat. That bitch weaseled her way into my algorithm, hoping to find a quick moment of fame. She ain't no different than dirty fucking Nikki. The only reason anybody gives that bitch any fucking thing is because they get to attach it to my name. And now everything that has anything to do with TJ is connected to my name. Now, the price for using my name is being able to prove that you fucking deserve it. And guess what? If you make fun of my deceased child and had the audacity to call my mother anything other than a child of God and a sweet lady, you don't get no fucking grace from me. I don't give a fuck if you did it in the background, bitch. I'ma drag your ass down in real fucking life. Where's Kevon, ho? Did you get anything for Kevon on that Amazon wish list? Your firstborn son? Since you want to talk about kids, talk about all your kids, bitch. You want to talk about my deceased son? Let's talk about your very alive one.
Wait. Let's leave Kevon out of it. I don't even know who that is.
Oh, that's her son who's a sexual predator who assaulted the 2 female children in their home.
No.
It's true.
Like, let's
It's true.
leave that out. Leave that out.
It's
Leave
true.
that out. No. Yeah, leave that out. No. Because I don't know anything about that. I don't want that coming back to me. No.
You don't want that on this channel.
That's fine. It's the truth. He asked me a question. I answered it honestly.
All right.
Okay, so basically, y'all just gonna keep going at it with each other. But what's the end game, though?
I'm gonna run that bitch off of fucking YouTube. I'm gonna wipe ass off the fucking internet. You ever talk about my deceased son as a negative in any way, you will suffer.
But if
fuck
you
Red Fuchsia. Fuck Red Fuchsia. And you know what? For real, fuck her cousin too, Ashanique. You gonna sit there and let your motherfucking fraud of a fucking cousin sit there and fucking run afoul of fucking TJ when she was nothing but decent to your whole fucking family, Ashanique? You sit there on your fucking platform, 300,000 subscribers, talking about you believe in black women and protecting black women from harm. Well, let's keep it all the way real, Ashanique. Michael Braggs and Adrian Lewis are your friends. They are your friends. I don't hear you speaking of having anything to say. Let me finish. I don't think you have had anything to say about them motherfuckers. And guess what? Motherfucking Rasputia is your cousin, bitch. And you don't even fuck with her. You just told to not that at court at the Tory Lanez trial.
You said his name.
Now, understand this, Ashanique. If you don't have a statement soon, I'm going to keep saying your name until people come and ask you why you don't rep for your cousin and why you don't stick up for TJ when you know your cousin is a piece of shit.
I don't know who that is. TJ, can you take over?
And when I say Ashanique, I am speaking of Meek at night.
Oh, God. Okay, I remember y'all were saying like that's her. Like, do they know each other? Because anybody can say they family.
Sweetheart, TJ and Naisha lived with Ashanique. Well, you didn't live with him, but you spent time with him. You was always over there with him and shit.
So does TJ have a problem with Meek at night? TJ, where you at?
Oh my God.
Don't be scared. Get your ass up over here. Come on. So is there a problem?
Oh my gosh. Do I have a problem with her? Personally, no. Do I think the conversation should be had because it's that's what she's focusing on, about black women and what's going on, what happened in her family, just bringing awareness to some things. I think an open discussion should be done. Why is her cousin running over there with 2 people that are trying to harm her and she has a platform? Why didn't she help her cousin? Why didn't she guide her cousin through those things?
Now, I can kind of speak to this a little bit, because if I'm on, if I'm doing my own thing on YouTube and I don't really talk about my family and stuff like that because I'm going kind of through this right now, if I don't talk about my family or bring that up or I have nothing to do with the situation, I'm not saying shit. It maybe I don't know because I don't get involved in it. When I see Meek, I don't see her getting involved in all the bullshit and stuff like that. She kind of sticks on one thing and then she might sway into like stuff with Tasha K and stuff like that. But I don't see her really, I've never seen her put Jaguar in a title at all. So she probably doesn't know about it.
She knows about it because I went over on her platform when I mentioned her name the first time after Michael Braggs begged me to you know, take her out of it because that was his very close friend and he didn't want anything upset in a friendship. So once again, since Michael Braggs and Adrian Deontay Lewis have both claimed Meek at Night as such a close friend and YouTube contributor, how does she justify calling these motherfuckers friends after what they just pulled this week?
Because it's probably ain't none of her business. That's why. And she don't care. I can tell you that one. That's like if one of my friends did something, blah, blah, you know, another friend that I was a YouTuber with and stuff like that did something. I don't know everything that they do. I'm doing my own shit on my own channel. Just like I said, I don't watch everybody's video because it's all negative and shit like that. So I don't watch everybody else's video. I do my own shit and then I click out and that's it. So more than likely she get on, do her shit, click out and that's it.
That's fine. At this point in time, I have absolutely no problem with being messy.
So, because Jag, it sounds like you just don't like her.
Don't like who?
Meek at Night.
I don't know her not to like her, but I don't like her hypocrisy. I don't. I am an African-American woman. You're supposed to be so pro-African-American woman, and yet your very two ignorant African-American gay friends are sitting here terrorizing another African-American woman, and you've said nothing.
Yeah. Now, I do judge people for who they hang out with. I ain't gonna lie. I do.
More importantly than that, TJ was nothing but a blessing to her family. And she has said absolutely nothing to stand up for her character or to defend her honor, especially considering that from what I heard, the family like TJ better than they like Naisha. I have absolutely no respect for people who stand around and watch people that they know are good be drugged through the fucking mud because they want to use the frame and the term, it ain't none of my business. You know what? A lot of people said Malik B wasn't none of my business, but what they done to him was wrong. And I stood tall, no matter how much hate and vitriol I got for it. For someone who has done as much for Ashanique's family as TJ has done, she owed her at least that kindness.
But were they close or were they just cool?
I'll let my baby tell you.
Yeah, it's cool.
Who's cool?
Okay, y'all was cool, not close. Cool. That's two different things.
Yeah.
And what does close so if you cool with somebody and you see somebody running afoul of them, you don't stand up and say, hey, that's not that person.
Well, here's my thing. That's what I want to talk about, because do they talk daily? Do they talk all the time?
She don't
like,
deal
when was
with,
the last time they had communication with each other?
The family don't deal with her. And because of that, through extension, of course, my beloved didn't have much contact either, but at one point in time they did. She knows exactly who TJ is.
Well, currently they don't deal with her. Then she
doesn't matter. Doesn't matter. She knows exactly who TJ is.
Yeah, but if she don't rock with her own family, she's not gonna step in for TJ. She gonna be like, I don't give a damn. She's like, I don't give a damn about that. Now I don't know if she said that, but that would be my thought process. Like, I don't fuck with you. Like, you know.
I hear what you're saying, and I'm challenging it.
Okay, I like a challenge.
Like I said, I ain't got no problem with being messy right now. After the shit that happens this week, there's a lot of motherfuckers ain't getting no grace from me. And I'm going to start holding everybody in these YouTube streets accountable for the shit that they stand for. This is fucking Texas. And people get deleted during wellness checks here. That's a fact. And anybody that's rocking with it, and anybody that's rolling with any, and tell them, motherfuckers,
respect the AT2 platform.
All right. Well, Jack, TJ, thank y'all for coming up. I appreciate y'all. Stay safe out there. Shit, that's the only thing I can tell y'all. Stay safe out there.
We were sitting around reviewing content, holding a teddy bear.
Oh my goodness.
All right. I hope you're right about that person. I have to go and actually take this out that video, but that's why I need to end it. But all right, have a good night, y'all. Thank y'all. Oh my god, headaches and hemorrhoids. Real quick, my friend is still here. Hold on. I want her to come up. Hold on. No. I want her to come up real quick. Deirdre, I would love to finish out the night with you. At least something not as crazy, but might get a little crazy. Come up real quick. You can be an avatar. What's up, Muzz Wet Farts? All right, there's a link. I think I got it pinned up on top. Hold on. Commercial real quick while we wait for her.
Hey, 82, how are you?
I'm doing good. You know, I just got home, but you know, I just got finished cooking. You know what I cooked?
What you cooked?
I cooked ribs. Can I show you my ribs?
Please show the ribs.
Let me show you my ribs real quick. Can you see my ribs? Y'all see my ribs? Y'all see my ribs? Oh no, my camera.
Oh, this motherfucker right here. Gotta be stopped, bitch. You're not coming back.
Shout out to Cups. I ain't seen Cups in a minute. Let me see if she's coming up. Are you coming up? Let me go through the chat real quick. Oh, what the hell is that? Yo, y'all be eating them up. I'll be laughing. Okay, here she is. Oh no, it's Uncle Charles. Okay, let me go ahead and give him the floor. What's up, Uncle Charles? The floor is yours. Go ahead.
What's up, A2? What's happening? What's going on?
Oh no, I was trying to send a text. That's what I'm with. Let me let Gigi Dar. Oh, there we go. What's up, Gigi darling? How you doing?
Hey, boo. I had to turn my computer back on.
Oh, okay. Thank you. No, I appreciate you so much for coming up. You know I love you to death.
I love you. How you doing? Ooh, that was juicy.
Yo, don't like all the sectors. And let me just talk about the black people, right? Mm-hmm. Don't all the sectors kind of run intertwined, and sometimes it get confusing because you're like, well, shit, I thought this was the B sector for a minute. You know what I mean?
Baby, you know, when she started acting like that, you know, I was tuned in. I said, oh, it's about to get good now. You know, we messy.
Right. Oh, my God. Well, I wanted to go ahead and get your perspective on these two.
Baby!
Everybody's been eating them up. What's your opinion?
You want me? And first of all, let me say hello and salute to the chat and the moderators. It is always a pleasure. I adore AT2. I'm claiming him. He mine. Okay. Yes. I love the mess. Okay, put that picture back up there.
Okay, let me put the picture back up. Hold on. Let me put the picture back up. Okay. 1, 2, 3. Here we go.
Woo! child. We're going to keep it 100 today. It's called Catfish 2.0. Oh, okay. Kiki, baby. Let's go Vegas. Now, Octavius, you know you don't look nothing like that avatar in my AT2 voice. Yeah. And we like bigums. We got lots of bigums in the beef, and he's a bigum. So welcome to the beef sector, Octavius. Now,
Yo,
for those people, I saw a nip slip. I saw an areola, and baby got back. That's all I'm saying. Octavius is big, and it's okay, Octavius, because I warned him. I said, you watch out. Kiki is cuckoo. You know, they want to call me names, but Kiki go both ways, so we know she bisexual.
Oh, she is?
Baby, don't play with me. She's the one that got VS locked up, and they didn't let her out for 3 years. Don't play with me. I know the whole history, okay? So anyway, look, yeah, a lot of people, I know a lot of your audience don't know these two. Anyway,
I know they are like, what's going on? Yeah. Just be entertained, damn it. Okay. Shut the hell up and just be entertained.
Let me loose. Let me go. Okay.
Yeah, go ahead.
So these two met via YouTube, via Merge and Purge, via two sectors coming together, okay? Octavius, good buddy, went to Jale as we spell it, because somebody don't know how to spell jail, okay? So he was left out on these YouTube streets alone, but him and Rob Rack's ex fell out, so he met the Kiki, this lady, and they decided they liked each other, and they hooked up. They met each other today for the first time in DC. And what had happened was Kiki go way back in the beef sector, y'all. I don't care. We ain't got time to say it all. But long time ago, she was a moderator for a content creator. She kept getting in trouble after trouble after trouble, jumping from one content creator. So she fought a mess. When VS Icon, as she calls herself, came back because she was locked up for 3 years.
Won't let her out.
Didn't let her out. She got kicked off YouTube. So you better be careful, Jaguar. That's all I'm saying. You might get kicked off YouTube. You're doing too much, okay? Anyway, when VS came back, every time VS came back or anybody talk about VS, Kiki shows up. So she want her claim to fame because she liked VS. She likes the girls. They were going on a meetup. Somebody else showed up. VS beat her up. Then she got locked up. Okay, now I know that's a lot. But anyway, back to these two. They met today in DC. And he don't look, he fat. That's all. And ain't nothing wrong with being fat. My mama was old, nasty, fluffy. Okay, sexy as hell.
Do you feel like he catfished her?
He catfished her. She wasn't happy.
Oh, no.
And this is me and AT2. This is what I like about you. I like that you commented on my comment because, you know, I'm an old head, old lady. We see certain things. So when a man brings you
all the old heads, by the way.
Shout out to the old heads. When a man bring you flowers, I'm holding on to them flowers all day long. I'm going to put them in the car. We're going to put them in some water, whatever. He was walking around with them flowers. I'm like, she didn't want them flowers. What you think about that? She didn't want them flowers. She saw that big body. She saw she gonna be shopping for bra sizes for him. Bras are expensive. They're about $80, the good ones. Ladies know what I'm talking about. Don't play with me. She got catfish. They clowned the FUCK out of both of them all day long. Shout out to the man Kiki. And you know I don't even like Treecey, but it was funny.
Yeah, Treecey. Now I will say Treecey was funny. I ain't gonna lie.
I was screaming.
Let me take this down real quick. Okay. So
that's what he been showing us. Now, don't he look like a 35-year-old skinny dude in that picture? Don't he?
Hold on, let me scroll down a little bit. Oh no, I made it too big. Hold on.
You had it there for a minute.
Okay.
There you
go, you guys. That's his avatar right there, right? And then this is him.
That look like his Uncle Fred. Don't play with me.
Shut the
Sanford and Son. Stop playing with me.
Hold on. You know I love doing the 30-second countdowns. Let me ask the people real quick.
Okay.
Put a 1 in the chat if you feel like he looks like his avatar. Put a 2 in the chat if you feel like Octavius is catfishing. Let's go. Yo, Ray said the avatar was definitely something from 99, 2003.
That's some Fred Sanford. Don't play with me. Don't play.
Yo.
I can't deal. Shout out to the twos.
Dude. Someone said that's a high school picture.
Thank you. Now I'm old and I got my glasses on. I was crying all day long laughing. Stop playing.
You said
he looked just like Fred Sanford. Don't play with me. Okay. Now what y'all have to do is go look at the body. See, AT2 is too much of a nice guy. He's a gentleman.
No. I got one of the body. Hold on.
Show the body. Show that nip. Show that. Show that boob. Show that,
okay, I got this one right here.
Girl, stop playing with me.
Oh, wrong person. Here we go.
He's huge. That don't look nothing like his avatar.
But he's 6'4", so like he's a bigger dude, you know?
Ain't nothing wrong with a big but welcome to the beast sector. We see you now. That's what I'm saying.
Yeah, because he's supposed to be like the conscious sector, right?
Yes, and he would always drag and say things like I'm thin and I can get down with the get down and brothers that look like me in jail, and that's okay. I didn't like the fact that she got issues. Let's just say I had a history with a girl you're interested in, but I know she's been in the cuckoo house. I'm going to tell you she was in the cuckoo house, but I ain't mad at you. But when today happens, I'm going to clown your ass. That's all I'm saying.
Right. So what you think about Kiki, though? Because some people were saying like, oh, look at that ass and all that. I think she looked good. She
looked fine today, but Kiki is a little cuckoo. That's all I'm saying.
She like cuckoo. Okay, I get it. That's why.
They were telling me that she's not she don't drink no more. She's trying, they pray together.
Good.
All the good things. But y'all need to watch the video. He got both his videos on his channel and his community tab. I'm not a hater. Y'all go watch for yourself. She don't look like they about to jump in bed. You know how sparks fly? You know how you can say they're gonna smash, they're gonna get it in tonight. No,
so you don't think he gonna get no kitty cat?
I didn't feel, I'm not saying he ain't gonna get it. I just didn't feel like, ooh, let's go.
Yeah, you don't think she's squirting 6 feet in the air? No? Okay, it's gonna be like the Sahara Desert down there. Okay.
It was the first date. Hi. Okay, let's walk down the street. Let's have a soda. Okay, see you later.
Let's have a soda.
No, it wasn't knocking boots. I didn't get that energy. And I'm not hating. Y'all look for yourself. Wasn't he friends with Star Marie? I love your... Oh, I love
yes, and Tata, he was the guy who came up and was defending Star Marie and stuff like that. He came on my channel and like he kind of seemed familiar. I just didn't know his name. You know, it didn't ring a bell. But I was like, wait, wasn't he friends with Rob Rack and stuff? I didn't know until afterwards. So
that's him. And I'm not hating on Octavius. I'm just we
follow each other. I ain't got no smoke with him. But it's fun. It's content. It's funny.
It's content. I just felt a little disappointed. He could do a little better. I just hope it don't turn in next week. She dragging him like she always turn on everybody. That's all I hope.
So Kiki is known for turning on people.
Oh my God. Please. If she don't get her way, she was looking at that Avatar ladies You see what I'm saying, AT2? Now, AT2, let me put it in your lap. If you was looking at a certain avatar and that showed up, give me a break. Wouldn't you be mad? Stop playing with me.
I don't want to answer. I don't want to answer.
Well, no. Well, you put a 1 or a 2 in the chat, okay?
Yo, everybody said he was a catfish, though. I think only one person said he wasn't. Like, I think it looks like him, but you know, again, I always say I don't think like it's a situation where he's like the ugliest person. But again, when you don't like show your face and stuff like that, and people aren't familiar with you, when they do see you, they're gonna judge you. And especially if you messing with people in the B sector, you know, people like Jay Wilson are ruthless. Treecey is ruthless.
Hey, we're gonna talk about this for the next 30 days, honey. And look, AT2, if Octavius, if you out there, boo, shout out to you for showing yourself, for being a man. You showed up with flowers and all of that, but we sorry. We gonna drag you. I saw a titty. That's all I'm saying.
And people were talking about him going to the gym every day, and they said like he was lying. I think Treecey like, yeah, you say you don't drink or smoke, but you do.
He had a fuzzball on his neck. I'm like, baby, she didn't even, you know how women, when we with you, we pick something off your shirt. She didn't even want to touch him. She didn't want to pick the fuzzball off his neck. I said, well, damn.
Did she look uncomfortable to you? Because I didn't get that until you guys started pointing that out. Like, I was like, I think happy in love and everything like that, you know. But like, people were saying like they look uncomfortable together.
And see, that's why I'm not big. Look, shout out to black love, white love, purple love, blue love, rainbow love.
Yes, we love it all.
I don't think you should do that first date on the YouTube streets. I really don't.
Yeah, I don't think I'm gonna post my first date ever.
No.
Because the way y'all terrorize people, I definitely wouldn't. But you know, it's a thing. Like, people are traveling for dick and pussy. I mean, look at Treecey. She traveled a lot for it. And then now you got well, not the only one, because you got Misunderstood and then this person, that person. So you got a lot of them traveling. You know, I'm all like, damn, you can't find nobody local.
They tried to get me hooked up with somebody. I said, are y'all okay? I was out. No, ma'am. No, sir. when look, I still got my teeth in my head. No, ma'am.
Oh my God.
No, yeah, I said it.
My camera fell.
You know I adore you. Oh my God, I've had so much fun. Yeah, Treecey and Rob was tragic as fuck. Thank you.
It was tragic.
We a mess. We try to do the comedy. We try to have fun. But you get to the point where you try to. Okay, you want some tea? Okay, we're about to drop a bomb. You want
to go ahead.
Let's go. So Rob, listen to me. When Rob went to JALE, Octavius was cheerleading for Treecey. Okay, so that's when Kiki, the girl, because there's a guy, too long of a story, came around because, you know, she's a girl. She got a FHAT ass like y'all like and all of that. So the girls like to swing it, dip it, twirl it, lick it. Okay. Now, JALE. Okay. So wasn't nobody hating on that. What had happened was when they turned it into us versus you, I got concerned. So I sent a text in July and I got receipts. I said, what's between you and Kiki the guy? Because Kiki the girl, like Kiki the guy, and Kiki the guy, I know it's a lot, y'all, showed all his receipts today. And has been showing his receipts. She likes to flirt with men. She loves it, whether they married or not, straight or gay, girl or boy. She been doing that. She
love it all.
She been doing that. So I tried to warn him by adding him, showing him a video I caught when she came on live and admitted she was part of a cult.
A cult?
A cult. C-U-L-T, boo. She admitted it.
What?
It's on my channel. And I added him just to say, you should be careful. Don't play this YouTube game. Don't play this us against her. Don't play we the new YouTube couple. He wants to live in my mind. He wants his Rob moment, unfortunately. So I sent him a DM on Instagram because he would send me little funny Instagrams. Why? Not because it wasn't like it was like that. It was because him and another YouTuber, Nicole Reloaded, which I adore, were flirting, just having fun. That's my YouTube husband. He cute and all this other stuff, right?
Oh, Nicole Reloaded. I've seen her around before.
So he dropped her like a hot potato when he was getting clicks and views with Kiki the girl. I call it comeuppance. I call it this is what you get.
Oh.
I call it I blocked you because you didn't answer my question because I asked you what's between you and Kiki the guy. He didn't do nothing to you. It's just that he telling you that this lady is somebody to be careful with. So everybody told Octavius to be careful, y'all. Even I did.
Right.
I blocked him on Instagram because I don't want to. No, don't send me no cutely, nothing serious, just cute little silly pictures, you know.
Right, like the little memes and shit like that. Yeah.
That's all it was. But I do not condone. They say she's not boozing, she's not acting cray no more, but I don't believe it.
Yeah. Do you think at the end of the day, like this is like the new B sector content?
Yeah.
Like basically let's meet up, hook up, and then we have a falling out and then we talk about it on YouTube and stuff like that? Because I don't see this trend happening over in the sector I am. Like this is
it's
happening in the beef sector though. It's like the new thing.
It's desperation. It's the new thing. Like I said, I had a situation 2 years ago. I got out of there as fast as I could. I said, oh, no, I'm not going to play those games. But all of this hooking up, meeting people, fighting in the street, I can't.
Right. And is it true that he hadn't had a job since 2019? Someone said he had an inheritance, but someone said it was Section 8
I don't know. You know they're going to drop every bomb they can find. And I heard that today for the first time, too.
Yeah, like I was like, what? Like, mind you, I knew him and Treecey were like going at it, but I didn't really keep up with it and stuff like that. And then today I kind of was all like, let me like start watching some shit that's going on. So I watched him, I watched Kiki, Jay Wilson, Treecey. So I've been kind of watching, you know, everybody right now. And then I had seen your post about the flowers and shit like that. I was like, damn, I hope she come by.
Yes.
So we can talk about it. So I'm happy that you're here. So let me ask you, what did you think about Treecey and Nobo hooking up?
You know I don't.
Nobu, I mean, sorry.
I'm going to try my best to be nice because you know I can't stand that lot lizard. Okay, I said it. This bitch filed a fake police report because she couldn't take a gag and a drag from the Gigi and the Darling. Shout out to Cooter Bay. But
yeah, shout out to Cooter Bay.
And her mama too. But anyway, what do I think about that? A public service announcement to Noble. I don't know nothing about you, but if I was you, boo-boo, I would not leave Detroit today. She told him to leave Detroit, quit his job, move to Texas, because they're going to be together starting in February. If I was you, boo, no, sir. No. Oh, she don't believe in marriage. That's what Treecey said today.
So they just supposed to live with each other, and then
that's what she said today. Noble, I don't know nothing about you, boo, but I would not leave my job for that.
No.
I would not leave Detroit. Okay, I would not for that. Sorry. She might be in JALE in the next couple of months, and you're gonna be down in Texas by yourself.
Oh my God.
Oh, I'm being messy tonight, ain't I?
I love it though. I love it. This is what we wanted. This is what we wanted tonight.
I'm gonna blame it on Jaguar. That's what I'm.
Yeah, Jaguar. She popped it off. It was like a cool night, and then Jaguar popped it off. So yeah, we'll just blame it on her. Shout out to Jag. We'll blame it on her. But yeah, you know, I just figured like you know, all this doing this for content and stuff like that, like it's funny, it's cool, you know, it give us stuff to talk about, but like, are y'all actually seriously trying to be together, or is this like some kind of game basically? You know, that's what it seemed like. It just seems like some kind of game.
If it's just dating and smashing, say I'm dating and I'm smashing. Don't tell people I'm in love with you and all that other stuff. That's a different thing.
Right. If you just fucking, so you just fucking, you know.
Thank you. What's wrong with that? I'm just having a good time, baby. You got your rubber, I got mine. Let's go. Okay.
Right. Got some rubber, I got mine. I love it. So Vegas has a question about Ness and Heat.
Ness and oh my God. Oh, y'all being mad. They gonna drag, and I'm here for it. We got a lot of mental patients. They want to call me crazy. They want me to be so crazy. No, I'm serious. Ness, where is your son? Sorry, not sorry. They took her son away from her. Ness is out here fooling around in the YouTube streets, in the beef sector, after she left 6'11", 50-11 times. You leave, you come back, you leave, you come back, you cause havoc. Ness with the mess, because her name is Ness No Mess, came on YouTube as a man in Jay Wilson's chat. Don't play with me. Not everybody sit back.
She was a man.
She came as a man. I can't even. What was the name she called herself? And she harassed every woman in that man's chat. She doxed Jay Wilson live. She said that she knew where he worked because she worked at a company where she misused. Like, if let's just say if I worked in the bank and I put your name in there and I found your information, I can go to jail. Okay. Mm-hmm. Craig, that was her name. She came pretending like she was a man. She clicked Jay Wilson's live one day. This is old beef sector history. Anyway, you got to hear first.
Right, we got to hear first.
And she had a camera slip behind, in the back when you're waiting. Mm-hmm. Jay Wilson snapped it, screenshotted it, sent it to QB. We was live for 5 days because Jay Wilson talking about she had an old nasty bang. And then he found out she was a woman.
Oh.
Okay.
So did she sound like a man? Is that how people got confused? Or
change her voice? Yes. So we're dealing with a lot of people with issues. So when you tell me what I think about her, and now those are two ladies, right? Mm-hmm. It's a relationship. Did they actually have relations, or were they pretending on YouTube? I think they met up. They met up, right? Mm-hmm. And then there was some talk of some powdery substances on tables and things. Child, I'm busy. It's a lot. I don't.
Wait, so Jay Wilson had a crush on the Craig,
No. Craig had a crush on Jay Wilson. Then she was exposed when she hit the link one time because
he was probably mad that Craig wasn't real.
You messy. Now you being messy.
Hey, if we gonna do it, we might as well do it.
Now you being messy. It's a whole
I done fed everybody tonight with content. I better not even 10 in the morning, god damn it.
Well, that's where my storyline 10 years ago in a chat started with Wiley. Because Wiley, y'all ready for this? Then I got to go to bed because per them I'm 87 mentally ill and got one foot, right? Wiley catfished Jay Wilson over a decade ago because Jay Wilson was out here being passive and he was on the down low, and we got old nasty dick pic. Oh, we sure did. We messy. Shout out to Wiley. We ain't right. We ain't right. Yes, Erica. Sorry about that, boo. We ain't right. It's not nice. We ain't
They,
welcome to the
they
beach.
ain't got no kind of act right over
We
there,
ain't
y'all.
got
I'm
no
telling
act
you.
right, y'all.
No act right at all.
It's too much, Asia. It's too much.
Right. Gigi, thank you so much for coming up here. I appreciate that because I needed someone from the B sector to come up here, but I just didn't know who to reach out to or if anybody would be up at this time. So I'm happy that you just came by and just blessed us. And I love you. And I've been dropping your link too. So make sure you guys follow Gigi Darling. I went ahead and pinned it up at the top. You guys are going to love her.
Thank you. Thank you all. Thank you, Jennifer. That ain't no lie, is it? Okay. Well, you have a good night, AT2. I keep y'all posted. All right.
You too. I love you. Okay. Let me let Uncle Charles up here because I had dropped out because I was trying to contact her. So I feel bad. What's up, Uncle Charles? How you doing?
What's up, A2? What's happening? What's happening? How you doing, man?
I'm doing good. Yo, it's been a night.
It's been one hell of a night. Let me explain something to you. I got nothing against Jag, but I swear, oh dear Lord, I hope Jag listening. Jag will make you take every Tylenol in Walgreens. She'll make you want to commit suicide your damn self. I wanted to inform her that your talent is your voice. Get back to your talent. Stop getting caught up in all this old. Let me explain something. This is how you do it, Jag. Let me explain to you how you do it. I got up. I was blessed to get up the other morning. And I decided to go to the Dollar Tree. And when I got outside, it was so damn hot, I thought Satan was behind my steering wheel. But when I got in the goddamn car, I let the heat out and I rolled the windows down, a damn fruit fly flew in. And I tried to hit that goddamn fruit fly, and he flew his ass to the back. He flew his ass on my dashboard, and his ass ended up on my rearview mirror. Well, I didn't want to get rid of his ass. I decided to roll the window up. Rolled my windows up, and I decided to take his ass for a ride. And I knew where the hell I was going. I was going to the Dollar Tree. And I was only going to stay for 30 minutes inside the Dollar Tree. But since I had a friend in the car, I decided to stay in there an hour. And when I came back out and opened my door, his ass was dead in my ashtray. Why? Because he made a decision not to get out the car. But I did, and that's why his ass is dead. See, you have to let people crash and burn. When you see they on a goddamn road to destruction, you have to let them do that. But Jag won't do that. She continues to play to the narrative. That's what she does. Let me explain something to you. Right. I went on my cousin house. You can't play. See, when you subconsciously believe what people think of you, that's when you ain't going too far. Because you believe what people think of you. Let me explain something to you. My cousin, fresh out of prison. I'm talking about fresh out. He had, his girlfriend, he's 32, and his girlfriend, she 82 years old. Now, let me tell you something. I can tell you about age, but since that's such a big ass difference, you can wonder she's still a goddamn alive. And they decided to invite me over for Thanksgiving. And I said, cousin, I don't. He said, man, I ain't seen you in about 20 years. Come on over to the house. I get over there. And they got this big ass cat named Meek, and this goddamn, he big as a goddamn duplex. And just before, and she served the food, and it took a damn hour to put the ham up on the goddamn table. And all of a sudden, when I was finna dig into my goddamn ham, Meek got up on the table, and I looked over at him, and he was scratching his ass. And I said, you know what? I said, cuz. I said, listen, man. He said, man, you need to get the cat. He said, what's wrong with the cat? I said, he been scratching his ass for the last 5 minutes. I submit to you, he ain't got but too much ass back there. Now, either he gonna scratch what's going to stay, or he gonna scratch what's going away. But could you get this goddamn cat off the table today? See, we put ourselves in situations. I had to stay out from over there because I didn't want to see that big ass cat, and I didn't want to see his old ass girlfriend. Jag. Any 2 times you go in somebody's house and it smell like ham hocks and ass, you in the wrong goddamn house. You just stop. You got to put back. Your talent is your singing. I want to talk to Jag tonight and let her know that all this stuff you're doing, all this stuff is taking you no goddamn well. Do you understand? I just friend that picked me up the other morning. He said, man, we're going to ride to Atlanta. And then we ran out of damn gas on the side of the road. How the hell we going to get to Atlanta? We ain't got no goddamn gas. I tell you what we did get. We got to walking. That's what the hell we got to doing. See, Jag, you got to stop playing the goddamn narrative, because you'll start believing what people think of you. And that's all I got to say, A2. I appreciate you for holding on and let me come on. And I can say this from brother to brother, that I care about you, I love you, and hey, we got a spiritual connection. And let me tell you something, A2, I hope you let me come back, because see, I'm laying it down. I ain't finna goddamn waste no goddamn time out here. And let me tell you something, one more thing, I'm gonna say this in closing. Any two times somebody invite you over their goddamn house, and their house so nasty, well, a pair of jeans stand up in the middle of the floor. Then that goddamn house is nasty. Stay the hell out from over there. Jag, don't let people believe, don't start believing what people think of you. You have to, your talent is singing. Now carry your ass up there and go sing, and quit getting into all this shit, because you ain't going nowhere no time soon. And that's all I got to say, to appreciate you.
Thank you, Uncle Charles. I appreciate you so much. You spoke nothing but the truth.
I appreciate you, A2. Love you.
Yeah, love you too. All right, talk to you later. That's Uncle Charles, y'all. We had Uncle Charles. We had Gigi Darling with the wisdom. I appreciate y'all. Also, we had Jaguar and TJ. Thank y'all for coming on the show. Again, you guys, thank you, everybody, for hanging in there. It's been a long show. See, y'all been wanting me to do long lives, and I finally did one. So here you go. Was there anyone else who wanted to click the link, or are we done? We done, right? I don't want to know. No more smoke, no more confrontation. I feel like we ended on a perfect note right there. But I do want to say, all in all, definitely it was a great show. It was entertaining. Like I said, anybody mad at me, it is what it is. I gave y'all content. Now I gotta go. Well, I'm gonna leave the video up, but I have to do some editing just because I want to take out that, you know what part I want to take out. I want to take out that one part because, yeah, I don't know that information to be true or not. So I want to take out that information. But I will be chopping and splicing this video up. I want to say thank you to everybody who super chatted and cashed out, PayPal, Venmo, whatever you did to support the channel. Hopefully, also y'all hit that like button too. I bet you didn't. They probably hit that when Jag came up. They probably hit that dislike button. We got 114. Now y'all could have did better than 114 likes. Y'all over here hating. See why I don't do long lives when y'all only give me 114 likes? Shout out to everybody in the Umar Johnson sector. Shout out to everybody in the B sector. Shout out to everybody in the Cooter Brown sector. Thank you guys so much for all the love and support tonight. It's been a great show. Man, this was a way to end the night. I appreciate y'all. I love y'all. But we out. Deuces, y'all.